Today on Herndon Live, we give you an inside look at the antique shop Roaches in the Attic.
Also, we will share some ways to get college scholarships.
Those stories and more as Herndon Live gets underway. Hello and welcome to Herndon Live. I'm Jack Norcross.
And I'm Melissa Cisneros, and I'm here for Emily tonight.
Our news story this week is very strange. Earlier this week, down in Daytona Beach, Florida, a car drove straight into the Atlantic Ocean.
This part of Daytona Beach was drivable, so she wasn't breaking any laws there, but she did make a turn and right into the Atlantic Ocean.
Fortunately, other people were nearby and they were able to help out the pregnant woman who was driving with 3 other children in the car who were her own. Apparently, police were at her house just 2 hours earlier because they were investigating a tip that the family gave about a mental health issue. And WFTV picks up the story of how it all unfolded and the heroes who saved the children inside. Let's take a look.
No, there is no package. That's what I'm saying. You're going to do Mark live at that point.
Well, that's okay. We're having a little technical difficulties, but let's just move on to the next thing. All right, so we'll take a look at that. Maybe we'll get it a little bit later on. But anyway, some breaking news this afternoon is that the woman who drove into the ocean is now behind bars because of attempted murder.
That's right, Jack. I can't believe that happened, and we begin with some entertainment news.
Yes, I'm going to get to the entertainment news in 1 second. But we're going to slow down here because we're riding like horses here. But anyway,
I can't believe that a mother would go and drive into an ocean and with her children. What?
Well, anyway, there was demons apparently chasing her children, so she drove into the ocean to get rid of the demons.
Yeah, I heard that her neighbors said that the demons were in her children, so that is the way that she wanted to get rid of them.
All right, so I'm getting word that we do have the package now. Is that correct? All right, so let's take a look at this WFTV package right now. That was obviously the breaking news about the how she was behind bars. So let's go back and talk about this. I don't know if we have the clip. I don't know what it's called. Like mom drives into ocean or something. I don't know, control room, what it's called. But anyway, Allie joins us now.
Yeah, Allie's gonna join us now to tell us about the.
Nope, they got the clip.
Okay, we have the clip
kidding.
now.
We have the clip of the mom. Let's go ahead and watch that.
Beach safety patrol officers, lifeguards, and bystanders raced to get this minivan being swallowed by the sea along Daytona Beach.
The waves were just pounding into the water and down until it submerged.
Inside, 3 kids, ages 10, 9, and 3. A mother somehow ended up driving her car into the rough water just after 5 o'clock Tuesday evening.
It started to go down pretty quick. I mean, she went straight into the water. And
Look closely, you can see the powerful waves nearly pushed her under the vehicle as a lifeguard walks away with 2 children in his arms.
watching them carry the kids out of the van was very emotional.
More lifeguards run out to help as the waves wash over their car. There was still another child inside. With the front of the van nearly submerged, watch as another lifeguard pops out of the back holding the child and walks her away to safety. The amazing rescue still wasn't over. As the waves continued to crash, the lifeguard who went in to rescue the third child struggled to get out.
The lifeguard went in the car to rescue the little girl, and then he was stuck himself in the car, so the other lifeguard took him back of the car.
Simon Besner was on vacation from Canada and captured this play-by-play.
It was a bit terrifying.
Officials say they have no idea why the woman drove into the ocean, but she was incoherent when they got to her. And with images like these, it is hard to believe that everyone is okay.
They did a really nice job. They did an excellent job.
Studio.
All right, thank you to WFTV for that clip. And now to Allie, who's going to tell us about the Oscars and much more.
Yes, thanks, Melissa. I'm Ali Castray, and I will be giving you the latest news and entertainment right now. So the Oscars were Sunday, and if you missed it, here are some of the major winners. For Best Picture, we have 12 Years a Slave. Best Actor in a Leading Role, Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club. Best Actress in a Leading Role, we have Kate Blanchett for Blue Jasmine. Best Actor in Supporting Role, we have Jared Leto for Dallas Buyers Club. Also, Jared Leto is part of 30 Seconds to Mars, and in 30 Seconds to Mars, they just announced a tour where they will be touring with Linkin Park and AFI. They will actually be at Jiffy Lube Live on August 13th. And you can see them there if you are a big fan. Another category we have is Best Actress in a Supporting Role is Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years a Slave. Besides the nominees, there was also a great job done by Ellen DeGeneres, who hosted. Some thought she did poor, but she had a great opening monologue and was hilarious throughout the whole show. Besides being funny, she also had the best pizza party ever, with all A-list celebrities. There were a few minor mishaps, almost like ours we've had in the studio, but a little different. If you guys don't recall last year's Oscar, Jennifer Lawrence fell when going up to accept her award for Best Actress for Silver Linings Playbook. This year, instead of slipping inside the theater and falling, she fell actually on the red carpet. But there were still other amazing performances that were definitely not mishaps. Pharrell performed his song Happy with his Yogi Bear hat, which definitely made audience happy.
I love that song. That's a good song.
Yeah.
I was addicted to it. I was I downloaded it after
I
the
didn't even
fact.
know it was from Despicable Me. Like, it didn't even, I don't know.
It didn't click with me either until I
Yeah.
went back and watched
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and Karen O of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs also performed with Ezra Koenig. Sorry, I messed up that
I know,
name. Like,
there's a lot of complicated names.
yeah, like John Travolta did.
Oh,
with,
yeah, that was like...
Adita Menzel for Let It Go. Yeah, and Karen O and Izara Koenig from Vampire Weekend performed the Moon Song, and Pink performed Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and U2 performed Mandela, and those were the major performances. Also, Bette Midler performed The Wind Beneath My Wings, so that was a nice surprise to the audience. Also, some more interesting events. Ellen broke records on Twitter, actually crashing the site with her selfie. It was retweeted 3.3 million times the last time I checked. Something you might not have known about that photo is since Bradley Cooper took the photo, all the rights belong to him. So any money made off of the photo legally should go to Bradley Cooper. Wow. The photo was also taken with a Samsung Galaxy phone, and Samsung decided to donate $1 for every retweet to Ellen's favorite charity. So it was definitely great promotion for Samsung Galaxy. On to more entertainment news. You can see all the rest of the winners online. We will post a link on our Facebook page. There's a lot of new movies out this weekend. You can find Nonstop, 300 Rise of an Empire, which is also in 3D. So there's going to be some amazing effects in that movie. Son of God, the Lego movie, and everything in that movie was awesome. 3 Days to Kill, The Monument Man, RoboCop, which is a remake, Ride Along, Frozen, About Last Night, Pompeii, and 12 Years a Slave is still showing in select theaters, so you can see that Oscar-winning picture. On to TV news, there were many new shows that are coming back right now. Bates Motel returned on Monday and left off right where it left off in the second season, with someone important in Norman's life who died abruptly. They are trying to find out who the killer was. I will not say who that person was who died, because I think if you are into dramas and into suspense and you love Alfred Hitchcock, you will definitely love the show. You can catch it on A&E Monday nights at 9. Also, Revenge is returning this Sunday on ABC at 10 o'clock. It's supposed to gain back momentum it lost inside the second season, but it's an incredible show. The plotline and the writers for the show are amazing. There is also going to be a new series by Oprah on her network OWN. It is a documentary focused on Lindsay Lohan and her trials and tribulations trying to get her back on track. And Oprah is definitely a show, and she is showing tough love trying to get Lindsay back on track. And music news. The longtime artist from the early 90s, Beck, has come out with a new album, Morning Phases. This album is no disappointment to previous albums Beck has released. It still has a Beck Hansen sound, definitely a folk new wave sound to it. It doesn't live up to Sea Change, one of his previous albums, but it definitely is amazingly close to his incredible writing style. I've listened to many of his albums. I've been listening to Morning Phases a lot. If you're going to get this album, you should definitely listen to Morning, Don't Let It Go, and Blackbird Chain. The production on this album is unbelievable. It also is self-produced by Beck, and he did amazing layering on the vocals. You must check this album out. That's all for me. Back to you, Jack and Melissa.
All right, well, thank you very much, Allie.
Thank you, Allie. Yeah. All right, so Mark Siemens going to be here today, one of the crew members. He's a Lego fanatic, and he's going to be sharing some of stop movies he does on YouTube, which one of them, or most of them, I think, get over 280,000 views. That's amazing. So, all right.
That's right. And Mark recently just went to go see the new Lego movie, and he was supposed to have a whole package, but we were having a little technical difficulties, but that's okay. Mark, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So let's first talk about the movie. I know you're really fond of Legos. You love Legos. What'd you think of the movie?
I thought it was fantastic. I mean, at first I thought, it's just not going to be that good. But after I saw it, it's like I take back everything I said about it at first.
So not so cheesy after all?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be kind of like, it's not going to have that great of a story because it's like, as you know, each kind of Lego has its own like world that it's in, and I'm thinking it's not going to work. But I really take it back.
Okay, if you had to say your favorite part of it, what would you say?
That's tough. I mean, I like the whole movie. I'd say my favorite part was the interrogation scene at the beginning, where he's just touched that rock, and he meets this cop, and it's like the cop is like, like that. And then he's like, hey, I've watched a lot of cop movies. Isn't there supposed to be a good cop too? And he's like, oh, hi, buddy, want some coffee? Here. and then it's like, oh, too bad, like that. And he's always like switching back and
Oh.
forth. I found that very funny.
Sounds very interesting. And so, also, we just talked about you make your own YouTube videos, and like Melissa said, they get well over 280,000 views. I've seen them. I know Allie's seen them over here. But how long does this process take? We're going to see a clip of it next week as well, so stay tuned for that. But tell us what it takes to get this all prepared and set up and done.
Well, with the stop motion animation, it takes a very, very long time. But it depends on how much you're aiming for. Like if you're aiming for, like say, 10 minutes, it's going to take a lot, probably more than a month, if you're really dedicated to it. But if you're just making like a 30-second clip, it's still going to take time, but it's probably going to take like a few good hours.
Now, when you say a month, how many hours do you spend a day on that?
Well, for my longest video, which was about 10 minutes.
And that is the one with over 208,000.
Yes, that's
correct?
the
Okay.
highest video I have.
It was really good. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Well, I generally would start at like early, like not too early in the morning, and I would usually end sometime before at evening.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's like it's not just like taking pictures. Like you have to go edit it. You have to get the sound. You have to make sure that the frame rate's right. I mean, it's like there's a whole combination of things that make the good movie.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, we like I said, we're gonna see more of Mark's behind the scenes footage of how he makes it and what he does in order to make it,
Of course,
and much more from Mark. And Mark, thank you very, very much for doing that. And Melissa, what's our next segment? What are we going to?
Well, actually, before we finish, you can search Lego 101 on YouTube and check out Mark's Lego movies and see them for yourself and see why he got 280,000 views.
Yes, very true. All right, so Mardi Gras, it's just happened this week, Fatty Tuesday. Did you eat your pancakes? Free pancakes at IHOP, by the way. Yes. Did you go?
Yeah, I went.
I didn't go. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was 3 pancakes, so I got like a little like omelet looking stuff, so like it wouldn't be just plain, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so it was really good though, and 3 pancakes is like filling, so
Yeah,
I definitely
very
liked it.
filling. Well, anyway, our very own Haley Casseray, twin sister to Allie Casseray, decided to make a, what are they called?
King cakes.
King cakes.
Yeah.
King
Oh,
cakes.
yes.
Okay, so Allie was in the video too.
Yeah,
but
I helped out a little bit.
well, let's take a look at the entire process.
Casseray, and I'm going to show you how to make a simpler version of the king cake that you eat when you celebrate Mardi Gras. So the significance of a king cake is that it's not any other cake because you put a baby in it. And if you get a slice with the baby, it means good luck for the rest of the year, and you need to get the next cake for when you celebrate Mardi Gras again. So it's a good and a bad thing. I'd say it's a bittersweet thing with the baby. It's good luck, and yeah. So the things you will need are cinnamon rolls. Crescent rolls will work too. I already took the liberty of opening these because it's kind of difficult to open them. If you've ever opened one of those, you know the struggle. Pam, to spray your thing, your baking sheet thing, and 2 bowls for the frosting that I'm going to later show you how to do. Sprinkles, this spatula to put the frosting on, the cinnamon rolls, and milk. So let's get started. So first thing you want to do is open the cinnamon rolls to their entirety and get them out. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna put them together after I get all of them out. So while I cook, I like to listen to music. I recommend my sister Allie's list of her top 15 songs she likes to listen to. The cinnamon rolls already came with frosting. And open this too. Yeah, frosting. Okay. Let's see how I said the struggle. Okay, there we go. Now now we can put them on there. Before you put it in the oven, you want to have your baby in there, but make sure the baby is oven safe. You don't want that melting in your delicious cake. So, just gonna, I'll put it in right here. Okay. So if you have the Pillsbury ones like I do, you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And you want to have it in for 15 minutes. So I'm going to do that right now. Just check if there's anything in there. No. Okay. 400 degrees. We just want to wait for that to preheat, and once it is, you're just going to stick it in for 15 minutes. So the cake is now ready to be taken out, so safety first and put your oven mitts on. So, ooh, that looks beautiful. Smells good too. Oh, whoops. That's okay. And my hands. Okay, so. Okay. Voila. So now we're gonna move over here and make the frosting for that while it cools off. For the frosting, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of milk into your 1 cup of powdered sugar. Like so. And you're gonna mix it up with spatula. So now we're going to frost it with our homemade frosting. I'm using this already made one.
So now to make it festive, we're gonna add the sprinkles. Haley can add the sprinkles.
Okay, so we're not using the pink or the yellow because green and purple are on king cakes. And so, even though gold is a color for Mardi Gras, we're just not going to use it. So just get creative. I'm using green.
how this should look. Okay, talk.
Okay, so now you're done, and it's on a circle because of the little incident that happened. But that's perfectly okay. You get the gist of it. So once this cools down, I think we're gonna have a little taste test.
Okay, so now me and Haley are going to. Wait, let me get inside the shot.
Okay. We'll clean this up after the taste test.
So now me and Haley are going to taste our little creation.
Okay, so I'll have this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of that extra frosting. Yeah. So, do you want to taste it? Let's do this together. Are you ready?
See who gets the baby.
Okay. Really good job.
Bye.
Yeah, that's it for us inside the studio kitchen.
Am I going to appear? Let's see. I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't know if you can see me because I can't see myself, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to look at the Herndon Live weather right here and the studio kitchen with Allie's and Haley's segment, more like their home kitchen, but that's okay. All right, so let's take a look. Oh, now it's green. Okay, now it's back. It's a little game, but that's okay. All right, let's move on to see what we're looking at right now. Right now we are looking at a 39 degrees. Look, 39 degrees, and we're looking at cloudy. Winds northwest up at 10 miles per hour. All right, now let's take a look at what we can look hourly tonight. Okay, so we're looking at, 6 p.m. We're looking at 38. Then at 8 p.m. we're looking at 36. And 10 p.m. a few showers. So let's take a look at where that is coming from on our radar. We obviously see these bands coming up from the south. They're moving their way up. Woo, moving their way up here. Okay, let's move on to the next, what's the next thing? I think we're talking about the weekend. Let's look at the weekend. All right, Saturday, we're looking at temperatures of a high of 59, a low of 35, and we're looking at a 0% chance of rain. Winds northwest at 8 miles an hour. Now for your Sunday forecast. Oh, can we go back for a second? There we go. Okay, we're looking at a high of 49 and a low of 31. 20% chance of rain, so we're looking at a little bit of showers there. Winds north at 13 miles per hour. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast right now. There we go, our extended forecast Saturday. We're looking Monday. Monday, new models are coming in. We're looking at a little bit more of clouds, and as well, we are looking at maybe a couple of showers as well. Tuesday, we're looking at cloudy. Then we'll get another big system Wednesday as well. Thursday, a little bit cloudy, and then Friday, we sunny back ourselves up, and we get a little bit cloudy over into next weekend. But as you can see, look at the temperatures, 64. Look at that. I mean, we were living in 27, 17, and then last week we broke a new record at Dulles Airport for 0-degree temperatures in March. So that was pretty amazing. But let's go to the next slide. I think it's our national radar. So obviously, look at this big storm system down here. We're looking at a massive old thing, and we have a little bit of showers. Oh, look in the northwest region over there. So it looks pretty good. But if you're traveling, obviously be careful of the south down over here and back up in the northwest. Okay, now I have a little bit more heart feelings for the weather people. You're like, anyway. So well, I think that's it. But let's see. Am I right? I am right. Well, all right. Next, we're going to go over to Mahar Nasir, who is okay. Scoot over. Okay, Mahar Nasir, who sat down with Signe Friedrichs, who is the Council for the Arts Executive Director, and she sat down to talk about some college scholarships. So let's see what she has to say.
Hello, Herndon. I'm Mahar, and today I'm here with Signe Friedrichs. She's the Executive Director of the Council of the Arts for Herndon. So tell us a little about what the Council of the Arts does.
So the Council for the Arts of Herndon is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to make the arts more accessible to people who live in Herndon and the greater Herndon area. So that might include some parts of Herndon that aren't incorporated. And how we do that is in a number of different ways. We support programming in the schools, elementary and high school. We support programming in the senior center and at Art Space. And another thing that we do is offer scholarships to students like you.
Like me. Yay.
Yeah.
Like on the card Ms. Rose gave me, it said you're executive director of the council. So like as executive director, what do you do individually, not like as a group?
Okay. An executive director in most nonprofits works for a board of directors, and our job is to raise money for our organization, to make sure that everybody understands what the mission of the organization is, and to fulfill the mission that I just described to you, to make the arts more accessible. So I spend most of my day either raising money, giving money to organizations that need it, arts organizations, or talking to people about what it is we do.
Okay. So like as you mentioned before, you guys offer scholarships. Are there like any scholarships you're offering right now?
Yes, once a year we offer our youth art scholarships, and those are intended for students who are between 13 and 21 years old, who are residents of Herndon, and I had to write this down because it's a zip code thing. If you live in zip codes 20170, 20171, and 20194, and you're a member of the Council for the Arts, you're eligible for scholarship money, and we offer up to $2,000 for college students and $500 for high school students and middle school students.
Okay. So besides being like between the ages of 13 and 21, are there any other requirements?
The main requirement, because we're a community organization and we're very focused on service to our community, is that we require that our applicants, our successful applicants, give some sort of volunteer service to the town. So we love having students help us with our hands-on art program, which we do every summer at the Herndon Festival. That counts as service. Also, if you do something at a soup kitchen or at the Embry Rucker shelter or something like that, you write it down in your application so that we know that you're a serious person who's involved in your community. That counts a lot to us.
Okay. So for anybody like interested in like applying for this scholarship, do they have to like write an essay, make a video? What do they have to do?
Well, I actually have the application in front of me. You can go online to our website, which is www.herndonarts.org. Arts has an S on the end. And click on our scholarship application form. And you can see it's not really an essay. We just want you to tell us what you do, what you're interested in, why you want the money. We write the check to the organization that you're applying to. So check around and find some kind of arts educational opportunity that you'd like to participate in and write it down for us so that we know what you want to do.
Okay. So I know this is for like high school students, but like who would you like specifically recommend this scholarship for?
This is good for any of the arts. It's for high school and college.
Oh.
So 13 to 21. I would recommend it for dance, for sculpture, for photography, for painting, for music, anything. If you want to take cello lessons or you want to take painting lessons, or you've heard about this great graphic design camp, all of these things are valid. So if you have any questions, you can always call me. My phone number is listed on the page, the web page, and I'd love to chat with anybody who's interested in applying.
Okay. Just a question, is there like a deadline or no?
Yes, the deadline, and this is not a postmark date. It actually has to be in my office by April 21st. So go online, get your application, fill it out, and get it to my office, either email or snail mail or drop it off in my office by April 21st. Close of business, 5 o'clock. Okay?
Okay. I had another question. Just, like, you said it's not an essay, it's just like writing what you do about, like.
Right. So I'll ask, why do you want to do this program? And you need to tell me why you want to do it. So in a way, it's an essay, but it's not a formal thing. I just want you to take it seriously, answer the questions that I asked, and you're golden.
Okay, so this scholarship money is how much, like, worth? How much?
Let me double check the numbers because we've changed them this year. Used to be they were little tiny amounts. If you're in high school, you can get up to $500. And if you're in college, you can get up to $2,000.
Okay, so this could go towards your college career. Like,
Yeah, if you're a music
future
major
life.
or you want to take sculpting lessons or something, apply.
Okay, so if you're like a high school student between the ages of 13 and 21, I like highly recommend you to take this opportunity to like apply for this scholarship. You never know, you might win.
All right, and that looks good, Mahar.
Yeah, thank you, Mihar, for that segment. So Jack, tell me, how was the weather?
It was
like
interesting,
making it or
okay?
doing it.
I have a lot more feelings for the people who actually do it now. They're pointing
Yeah.
everywhere. I was trying to look at
They're
that.
always
There's a
like-
screen over there, and it shows what's happening live, so we can check anytime we want. And I was trying to look at that screen, and I was like, the radar, the rain, the rain over here, the rain over there. Just trying to get the whole
Yeah.
situation figured out. But anyway, right now we have a program note to add to an HCTV program note. Coming up on St. Patrick's Day is the 151st anniversary of Mosby's raid, which will occur. And to honor that day, HCTV will be re-airing their filmed 2013 and 2001 reenactment. The program will air Sunday night following Rudy's Western Theater, Monday morning beginning at 5:30 a.m., and again Monday evening at 8 p.m.
Yeah, definitely watch that.
Yeah.
And so now we're going to go to Riley. He's going to tell us about the Herndon versus South Lakes hockey game tonight that is going to be at 7 p.m., I think. 7?
Six. It's 6.
Okay,
It's 6.
six. We
All
were
right.
close. We were
All
close.
right,
Okay.
well, here, let's talk to Riley where he can tell us more information and accurate information.
Okay, so this game is a very big deal among high schoolers. It's the rivalry showdown between NVSHL varsity hockey teams for Herndon and West Springfield. They're both one team, and South Lakes. It's going to happen tonight at 6 p.m. at Skate Quest in Reston. It's a big rink. There are a lot of stands. Bring your family. It's just going to be a great game. Herndon so far has an almost perfect record compared to South Lakes 3-7. Herndon fans are encouraged to wear red. There is a fan color coding mode. Herndon's going to wear red. South Lakes is going to wear white. There's going to be an entry fee of $2, but children who are under 12 will get free. And there's a raffle, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and the prizes they're really big prizes. The first prize is a hockey stick signed by all of the Washington Capitals.
Wow.
Yes, it's
I'm
a very big deal. However, it's not always going to be 10 degrees outside with snow on the ground. Thank you, Jack, for that weather report. Spring is coming, we promise, and it's actually going to be coming next Wednesday. There are a lot of ways that people are going to be getting out and about this spring. There's a lot of sports opportunities for people to have. Around Herndon High, spring sports opening up. There's field hockey, lacrosse, baseball is a very popular one that just opened up, and there's soccer, a favorite pastime. I hope a lot of people are going to try out to get into teams for these great games, or if the teams have already been decided, go out and cheer at the games, root for your hometown. And around town, there are leagues ages 18 and up, consisting of racquetball, men's basketball, floorball, badminton, a lot of other sub-popular sports that are very athletic. They require a lot of physique. Also available are wrestling, swimming, and a whole host of activities at the Herndon Community Center. So go give those a try. They're going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
All right. Okay. I'm getting a note that I have to tidy up my papers. Guess I'm not clean enough. But anyway, Raleigh, tell us. I know you said perfect record, and we talked about this before the show began. Tell us what that almost perfect record really means. Unfortunately, they're not really doing that well, are they?
No. Okay, so when I said perfect record, I was trying to put a positive outlook on things because Herndon West Springfield team is 1-9. 1 win, 9 losses. It is an almost perfect record.
Of losses.
Yes, yes, but we'll leave that part out. Welcome to the news, people.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Raleigh, for that. Anyway. Okay.
South Lakes doesn't have a winning record either, so it could actually be a close game.
Okay, well.
Well,
let's hope
good.
for that.
Let's cross our fingers, and that's beginning in looks like 20 minutes now. So better head on over right after we're over
Of course,
here.
yeah.
Anyway, Melissa, what can we expect next?
Well, yesterday our local business correspondent, Elise Lesage, went right across the street over to Roaches in the Attic and to see what cool antiques she could find over there. So let's take a look for that.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I'm here at Roaches in the Attic in Herndon, located above Jimmy's Old Town Tavern. And I'm talking to Pam Roach. She's the owner of Roaches in the Attic. So, you know, that's a clever name. Were you the one that thought of it?
Yes, it was kind of a family joint effort, but when we first started thinking about having a shop, we thought Roaches in the Cupboard because we were kind of into glassware, but then when we got the second floor space, we went with Roaches in the Attic.
So you own the property with your husband?
We own the store.
Oh, yeah.
We don't own the attic, but we own the store together, yes.
And when did you open?
In 1990.
Right. So around me there's a lot of antique glassware and memorabilia.
Glassware has always been my husband's and my passion. We started collecting Depression glass years before we opened the store, and then once we opened, we just expanded our knowledge and kind of went back in time into the 1800s glassware, which is a lot of what you'll see around here.
And how old would you say would be like your oldest, just like a rough guess of like your oldest plate or whatever?
The oldest piece would probably be in the cabinet here from 1830s, 1840s, Boston sandwich glass. It would be a spill holder that they used when they were lighting their lanterns.
And is most of this sold to you or donated?
Oh no, not donated. We go out and buy from people. They come in here, so there's different ways of finding the merchandise.
And so do you get a lot of business in here?
It's well, we've been in business 24 years. We do it to support our habit, and we get a good amount. More would be better, but.
Do you have any regular customers?
Oh yes.
Do you have a lot of like history buffs that come in here?
I don't know if so much history buffs. There are certain people that are true collectors and they're looking for particular pieces, and then there are other people that just really appreciate a piece here and there. And then we have a lot of people in town who do buy a lot of our furniture because you're getting well-made American furniture. As I said, American made.
Yeah, definitely.
And as we say, we're the ultimate recyclers.
Yeah, yeah. So do you go to auctions to acquire most of this?
No. We used to go to auctions 20-some years ago. We don't do that anymore. We really don't acquire items at estate sales. A lot of it is just privately bought from homes. We make house calls.
And how long has antique collecting been a hobby of yours?
Well, let's see, we've been here 24 years. I'd say at least 30 years.
30? And have you learned a lot?
Oh, yes. It's amazing. You know, when we started, we had limited knowledge about Depression-era glass, and then it just seems like every time you get a piece, you're always doing research to find out. And then it isn't just glassware anymore. It's books and porcelains and pieces of furniture.
Right, okay. So do you want to go around the store a little? And
Sure.
So you guys have a fairly impressive collection of vinyl. Do you just go around vinyl shops looking for this at good prices, or where do you find most of it?
No, a lot of this just came from our personal collection. My husband is a very big music buff, and back in the 60s and 70s, he had a fantastic record collection, and we've added to it over the years and been able to purchase large quantities at times from people, but they have to be in really good condition.
It's like a lot of your husband's tastes in music.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a lot of different genres here?
Yes, so not everything is just the rock from the 60s and 70s. We have classical music, we have show tunes, Just and country, a good assortment, some jazz. So.
Yeah, and you know, young people are now getting interested in vinyl. So do you see some of them in here too?
Oh yes, yes. When a young one comes in and they just make a beeline around the corner here, I know right where they're going.
Yeah. So how long did it take him to get this collection, do you think?
Oh well, he's been doing this since the '60s.
Oh, since the '60s, yeah. All right.
But very popular, young and people our age who have been through the gamut of, you know, vinyl to CDs. Now everybody likes to go back to the sound of vinyl.
That's true. And do you sell record players here?
No, we don't.
No.
We don't have any of those.
So glassware seems to be your big deal here. Your husband and you are really into it. So we have a lot of glassware behind us now. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the different types?
Okay. As I said, when we started in the business, we were mostly collecting depression glass, which is the colorful glassware from the 20s, 30s, and 40s, hence the name depression. And these are examples, this pink, this amber, that pink. Those are examples of depression glass. But then we also became more interested, educated in the glassware from the 1850s to 1910, which is known as early American pattern glass. And that also comes in colors. Over here, there's examples of amber.
So this would be like the textured ones?
Yes, they're pressed glass, blown in mold or pressed into a mold, and they're made to imitate cut glass. And it was for the middle class families to have something pretty, whereas the rich always had all the cut glass on their tables. So this was just a way to decorate, you know, enhance their homes.
All right, and you have some furniture here too. I see you've got, you know, this type of shelf, and you know, you have a table too. Are furnitures big sellers, or are they just kind of like showpieces?
Well, we have a lot of furniture. We like furniture that holds a lot of pieces of glassware and porcelain. But we find that dressers are very good sellers. They're well made.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, we have some primitive furniture, but most of ours has been very nicely restored and is in excellent condition, and very usable and quality furniture.
So is restoration, is that like an expensive process? Like, does it like raise the price a lot?
Not really. I mean, we try to buy properly so that we can keep our prices very affordable, which is what we really pride ourselves in, is having really good quality and really good affordability.
Yeah, all right. Well, that sounds good. Oh, well, thanks for showing us around, and good luck with business.
Well, thank you.
All right, and thanks again, Elise, for your segment with the roach. I called it, when we were talking earlier in our meeting, I called it the roaches. Go to the roaches, but that obviously wasn't right. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so also 1 week from today will be Pi Day, 3/14. And also just like a segment, just an idea there, throwing it out. On Herndon High School, they're going to be selling pies for $1 on Pi Day. So after school to the cafeteria, if you want to go out and get some pie on Pi Day, I mean, why not, right? Or make a pie at home, or maybe make a king cake, which we saw how to make earlier by Hallie and Haley and and Allie. All right.
All right. Well, let's also talk about daylight saving. Well, we're going to talk about pie. Brian's about to join us live from the control room, but let's first talk about daylight savings time.
So is that this Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday. Okay, I'm getting more than it's Sunday. So Sunday we're gonna. So it's fall back, spring forward. So we're gonna jump an hour. So really, 6:48 or 5:48 should be 6:48.
So we're gonna move an hour ahead, correct?
Yeah. So does that mean we lose sleep?
Yes. That means we lose sleep.
Okay. So.
But it also means that spring is supposed to come like soon. So let's hope for, since your weather report said that there was gonna be some sun next week. Well, yeah. So so that's it.
But I think Wednesday though. I think according to my report, I may be wrong though, but I think Wednesday was the rainy day. I believe that was the rainy day. So the first day of spring, April showers bring me flowers.
Well,
it's almost April. That's right. It's March.
Well,
so.
you said tomorrow was gonna be 59 degrees, which for me that's pretty nice. Like, I bet
for everyone.
I bet some people are gonna be wearing like shorts or something. I already know.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit more about. So we saw a lot today. We talked about the thingamabob, the lady driving to the Atlantic Ocean, and she's now charged with murder. I think she had a mental issue.
But her kids are fine, so that's good news there. And I also heard she was pregnant, so we're just like wondering what's going on with the baby.
I don't know how that works in jail. Does she give the birth in the jail?
I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, let's talk what Brian's still trying to join us live from the control room, but that's okay. So let's talk about our poll this week, which is going to be about pie. So we want to know, Brian can say 38 numbers of pie, and we'll hear him say that while we eat some yummy pie in a second. But we want to know how many numbers of pie you can share with us.
Well, me like 3.14.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. So pi, P-I, is math.
Yep, it looks like a squiggle.
1.5, that's about all I know. And then and then there's pi.
P-I-E.
Okay, Allie's telling us that she knows 9 numbers of pi. So Allie.
Wow, impressive. But Brian can do more, which we'll see in a little bit.
Okay, pi. I think pi, so what is pi? Circumference?
Pi, so pi is going to be, it is used to find the area or circumference of a circle. So like the area of a circle is going to be pi r squared, and then a circumference is going to be 2 pi r. So that is what we use pi. And also just pi is just kind of like a symbol used to like not show all that huge number. You know, why would you want to see that big number when you can just see a little symbol? And it's also good for the calculator, so why not?
Yeah, I remember. Well, last year, want to hear my last year pie story? Maybe I'll bring it in for next week. Mark and Raleigh are laughing their heads off. Last year, well, Mr. Pafumi, the drama teacher at Herndon Middle School, his birthday's on Pie Day. So to celebrate, we have a big party and we bring him pie. However, we were planning on pieing him in the face. I know that doesn't sound nice, but it was all okay until he said, "I am not being pied today." So we had this extra pie, which meanwhile was sitting in the heat. It was hot that day, and it was all melted. It was all yucky. But somehow the pie got in my face. I don't remember how. I mean, I think it was Mark. Mark, did you throw it? Ferdy. It was Ferdy. That's right. You got the footage. Okay, Ferdinand said yeah. All right. So,
all right, let's go to Brian finally, and he can go ahead and tell us the numbers of pie.
All right, there's Brian in the control room. All right, Brian, you ready?
Eat some pie.
Yeah. So
okay, it sounds like he's ready. All right, Brian, whenever you're ready, and we're going to eat pie while he says it. Okay, go ahead.
Than I do now. But here we go. 3.14, 15, 92, 65, 35, 8979, 323, 84626, 433, 83, 27950, 28841, 971. And that is the first 41 digits of pi.
Wow. They didn't finish their pie. He's done.
Oh, he's done?
You only took like...
What?
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Okay, well, we're not done.
Can you do it again?
But,
Yeah, I cannot finish my pie in that fast.
We didn't see you either.
We saw him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he was on the screen.
Yeah,
he was
a little.
Yeah, he was like
Anyway, so everyone enjoy Pie Day. It's a week from today, so eat up. Yep, week from today, just confirming. But anyway, that looks like all the time we have for today. I'm Jack Norcross.
And I'm Melissa Cisneros. Remember to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube.
And we hope to see you right back here in 2 weeks for a brand new live episode of Herndon Live. Good night, everyone.
Go to the game. Woo.
Do we dance now?